Okay guys, what we have is a BLK360 3D scanner, and I'm going to teach you the basics real quick. First thing you're going to do is turn it on. Hold it down, you're going to see a blinky light. And at the same time, you're going to want to connect to it through Wi-Fi. So then you're going to go to the Wi-Fi on an iPad. And we'll give it a minute to pop up, which will be right there. BLK360. So it's already linked up to it. Okay. Now, see how it's the yellow light? It needs to be a green light. Otherwise the scanner won't pick it up, so you need to hit it one more time. And when it's green. When it's green, then you can come into your Cyclone 360 app. Okay, the next thing you want to do is add a job. Hit the little plus at the bottom. And we'll just call this YouTube tutorial. And then hit return and hit save. Okay, you click on, I have 3 jobs, but we're only going to use this one. So when you see this little button, it has to be red. That way it's going to communicate with the scanner. So then you push the button. So this is where we have multiple options. You can either go low, medium, or high. I'm just going to go medium for this because it's faster. And then we're going to name it. We'll just name it Rear Yard 1. Alright, so now you're going to move the scanner wherever you think it's going to work best. And you can. Okay, so you can see the tripod that it comes with isn't really tall enough, so I kind of made my own little to give us an extra 1.5 feet. It's just a better scan that way. And then on the iPad, I'm going to go with the medium setting because it's faster. So all I need to do now is, well, before we even do that, so this thing, you see the gap? There's a gap in the scanner. That's where the laser beams are shot out of. So if you stand in front of this, you're going to get scanned. So what I tried to do is stand this way, and when this thing starts to turn, you move with the scanner. So that way you're not being scanned. All right, so now we're going to hit play. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Okay. You hit that, and it's going to start doing its thing. So you need to move with it. You're getting scanned. There we go. And on the iPad, it shows the progress. It shows the progress on here, how far it needs to go. So, okay, and this is basically the house that we're scanning, yard and house and everything. I want to try to get the grade, and the scanner should tell me everything. And you can see the scanner in the distance between the fence and everything. Alright, so when you scan it, so you're going to try to line this up. So that corner right there was probably the corner of the fence. So you click on the circle, and then you should be able to rotate it at least somewhat accurate. And then we'll just leave that one alone. So we're going to do scan number 2. All the settings are the same. Only thing and actually sometimes it'll actually rename it Rear Yard 2 because it's smart and knows there's going to be a second one. So then all we need to do now is hit that button and move so you don't get scanned. Alright, so now we have the second scan done, and you can see on the iPad, so that we need to try to link them together. The more scans you have, you need to link them together. So there's an option called pre-align, and it does a pretty good job of linking them together. As long as that corner matches up, so then you hit the optimize, and how it moved just a little bit, and then you create link scan. So now these two are linked together. So you move one, they both move. And that's it. Now let's do the third one. Okay, so as you can see, we have our scans linked together. And now we're going to do our third and final scan. So same thing, come down here. Come down here, hit that button, and the rear yard 3, it's already named. And then we're going to hit the play button. And then get out of the way. Alright, the third and final scan is done. So then you want to come down here, and there is a pre-align. And it does a pretty good job of lining it up. So you can see, whoops, I just messed it up. Well, actually, it already messed it up. So it needs to go like that. Okay, so I kind of rotated it based on these corners because that's the fence line. So then you got to kind of rough it, eyeball it, optimize. And it did a pretty good job. And then you want to create the link. Now you have all three linked together. And the cool part is now you hit 3D and you can kind of see everything it scanned. And these little circles that you see right here, that is where the scanner was. It's not, there's going to be like a 3-foot diameter circle of where it's not going to scan. But you can kind of get down here at ground level, kind of moving over, and then boom, there's the house, there's the grass, there's the fence, and who's that guy with the camera? And you can see everything is in a point cloud. And that little thing right there is probably the top of the table. I mean, it shows everything. It's actually pretty neat. There's the chairs, which are right there. I mean, it shows you everything. And that is how you use the scanner. So then if you want to go into the other option, there's a 360 view. And it shows you real, I mean, if you're really standing back here. And the other thing too, it's got this infrared feature, so you can click on that and it kind of tells you the heated area. I mean, it's not an X-ray, it's not going to see through walls, you're not going to find wiring, you're not going to find any pipes in the wall. This is all it's going to do. And you can do that with every scan. So come to the middle, same thing, the infrared, and there it is. You can turn that off by this little thermometer looking thing. And this other option would be some different colors, which I prefer the real color system. And that's pretty much it. I mean, then you can import all these dots. You can import this into Revit, which is what I'm going to do. And you can basically draw the house, existing conditions, grade and all. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to kind of go over would be this, all the little 3D options. So this one would be a side view, which is pretty cool. That way you can tell if it's lined up, you know, on the X-axis or the Z-axis, up and down. And it looks like it did a pretty good job of all that. The other option would be straight up and down. And then you have this other option, which is a 3D orbit, which I like. And you can tell that it really just lined everything up. Alright, that's it. Alright guys, since I'm done scanning in the field, I need to take all the information from the iPad, which is using Cyclone Field 360, and I need to send it over to the laptop, which is using Register 360, 2 different programs. So here's how you sync it up. So go back to the iPad, get back into the project you're using, which is this one. Make sure it's the right project. Alright, it is. So then you're going to go up to the upper right hand corner, you're going to click on the eye, and you're going to go down to Sync Server. Alright, so the first thing is you need to make sure you're on the computer and the iPad are on the same Wi-Fi. It has to be done through Wi-Fi. So then you're going to get this IP address from the iPad, and you're going to come into Register 360. Click on that. And then create a new project. Just call it YouTube. Okay. Alright, so then you're going to come over to the laptop, and since I'm getting everything from Field 360, you're going to click on that, and there it's going to give you the IP address and the port. And they should be the exact same. 192.168.1.207, and there it is. And you want to do a test connect. Successfully connected. And then add to projects. And there you go. And it's probably going to be a while. Alright guys, it's finally in the program, so now you come down here and just hit import. There we go. And it's going to take a while. Alright guys, this is fully imported into Register 360. From here, just go down here. Click on the bundle. Go into Bundle Cloud, and this is where you can see the whole scan. It looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it shows everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this into Revit, and basically I'm not going to delete anything, so I'll just go back into the sitemap. I'll go into Optimize Bundle. It's successful. So we come into Finalize, Accept it. And from here, Publish Options. This is where we want RCP. Come in here. No, that's fine. Desktop, Interior House, YouTube 1. And we save it. And publish it. Alright guys, now we're in Revit. So I'm going to go into Insert. And we're going to go to Point Cloud. And we're going to go to YouTube 1. Where is it? There it is. So you want to come in here, go to the 3D, and here it is. There's the whole house in Revit, point clouds. Alright, it's in Revit. So I have the floor plan. So basically I cut a section. This line here would be the edge of the house. And this is the fence line. This is my section line. So if I go to that, from the edge of the house, which is the finished floor, roughly, to that fence is almost it's about 2'6", and there you go. And just one more view. This would be the south side, looking into the backyard, and there's that section line, and we'll see how much grade there really is. It's way more than I thought. So for finished floor to grade is almost, it's like 2'10". Well, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you guys out.